Welcome back to the Knock-On Effect, the rugby show where we say what the pundits won't. Simon Easterby has chosen his matchday squad for round 1 of the Six Nations against England. If you thought he'd be conservative in his selection, you were dead wrong. We're going to go through the team player by player, give our thoughts on his picks and answer the question, has he made a big mistake? Let's get stuck in. Diving straight into the pack at loosehead is Andrew Porter, arguably one of Ireland's most important players. We don't have much depth at loosehead, and we will see Porter play 70 plus minutes whenever possible. He's an explosive scrummager. If he can stay on the right side of the ref, we're laughing. Ronan Kelleher is at hooker, probably the best second choice hooker in the world. Dan Sheehan is still getting minutes into his legs after his injury, and I have nothing but faith in Kelleher to step up. With Tadhg Beirne unfortunately injured, it's a no-brainer at tight head. Finlay Bealham didn't have a particularly impressive Autumn Nation series. Big opportunity to set things straight. Massive calls in the second row. James Ryan and Tadhg Beirne get the nod, while Joe McCarthy has been left out of the squad. I haven't heard of any injuries, which makes this shocking. I'm a big Joe McCarthy fan, and granted, he can definitely add to the penalty count at times, but what he offers in terms of physicality is unmatched. James Ryan hasn't hit the heights that many thought he would 4 or 5 years ago. This is a big vote of confidence from Easterby and a great opportunity for Ryan. Beirne hasn't been at his best either for Munster, but has slowly started hitting form in recent weeks. Fingers crossed he'll keep pushing on. In the back row is the knock-on effect from Beirne in the second row. Ryan Baird takes the 6th jersey, while Flier and Caelan Dorris make up the pack. Another bold call. Can't say it would have been the direction I would have went. Both McCarthy and Cormac Isachukwu will feel the sting of the selection. Peter O'Mahony has struggled with injury this year, and I'm not surprised by his omission. This is another great opportunity for Baird, however, to step up. Flier has looked as good as ever this season. Dorris, first tournament as captain. Time to show what he's made of. At scrum half, we of course have Gibson Park. Much like Flier, he has looked back to his best this season. At out half, Sam Prendergast gets the nod over Jack Crowley. Now there's 3 points I'm gonna make on this, and then we'll move on. First, I really hope this works out. If everything goes well, Prendergast will stand up strong with the weight of responsibility and be able to put his talents on show, while Crowley uses the fire from being dropped to reach new heights, and we'll end up with fantastic depth at 10 no matter who starts. If this doesn't go well, we'll have ruined the progression of an enormously talented Prendergast while fucking with Crowley's psyche. Fingers crossed it's the former. Second, when you have players like Henderson and Healy in the team, it's been suggested that the jersey must be ripped without question from them for a new talent to emerge. The previously trusted player must be playing particularly bad, while the newcomer must be undeniably better. That has been Ireland's MO for over a decade. This doesn't feel the same. Third, please, for the love of God, if you're not a Leinster fan, don't get carried away. Prendergast is a hugely talented young man. He's been given a shot at leading the line. It's not his fault. We're all Irish, and it's time to support him. No amount of bitching or moaning will change the team sheet. Rant over. In the centres, we have Bundee Aki and Gary Ringrose, with Henshaw on the bench's cover. Personally, I think this choice is spot on. Bundee is much more explosive at 12, and Ringrose has really stepped up a gear as of late. Henshaw is as solid as ever, but he's still finding his fitness. The back three is made up of James Lowe, Mack Hansen and Hugo Keenan. I'm over the moon about this. I was scared shitless they dropped Mack after his comments, but thankfully, cool heads prevailed. This is our best back three. Nash has been in good form as of late, but he's not breaking in there, sorry. On the bench, we have Dan Sheehan, still building up his match fitness, the ever-reliable but undoubtedly dwindling Cian Healy, and relatively untested Thomas Clarkson as the front row cover. As second row and back row cover, we have Iain Henderson and Jack Conan. Conan has been aging like a fine wine, and I have no issue with his inclusion whatsoever. Iain Henderson has not. I think it's a shame that we haven't seen him pass the torch. I would have preferred to see Izuchukwu or McCarthy here. Conor Murray, Jack Crowley and Robbie Henshaw make up the back replacements. Murray has been worth his weight in gold for Munster since Craig Casey's injury. Hopefully he'll do the same in green. As for Jack Crowley, all I can say is you have the full support of Munster behind you. Don't let this define your career. As for Henshaw, he will undoubtedly give his best when called upon. A great mentor for Crowley in this moment. That wraps up the team and leads us to the question: has Simon Easterby made a big mistake? Truth be told, I don't know. I hope the decision to go brain over bronze in the pack pays off, but I worry about England's physicality. For a squad that looked so standard and run-of-the-mill a few weeks ago when it was announced, there is a few surprise omissions here that I wasn't expecting. I'm worried for our two young out-halves, and I thoroughly do wish them both the best. The most important thing, above all else, is that we give England a hiding. Cheers for watching, catch you at the next one.